Hello and welcome to the English grammar lesson level beginner. This is an English lesson, so I will try to speak in English as much as possible. But please remember, this is an open lesson, so if you don't understand or want me to translate a word or a phrase, please just stop me and I will be happy to go back and translate it. Before we start, I want to tell you that if you will like this lesson, don't forget to log in next Tuesday at 11 o'clock. But before that, visit our website teledom.online, where you can find all the scheduled events and online meetings. Become a guest of our educational website, and you can find recordings of past lessons or past online meetings. So that was the introduction, and let's start today untraditionally with a warm-up exercise. So we will create questions with do and does. We use these two words, do and does, to create or make a question in present simple. Present simple we use in general facts. So for example, Bratislava is the capital city of Slovakia, or our habits, things that we do again and again. So every morning I walk my dog. That's a habit. To create a question, we start with word do or does, then we add some subject or pronoun, and then we add the desired verb. So let's study these two examples. The affirmative, oznamovacia veta, affirmative sentence is you speak English. I know that it's you, the subject, so I use the word do. Do you speak English? Okay, note that we use word do with subjects I, you, we, and they. And we use does with pronouns he, she, and it. So, does he speak English? Please note that we leave the S. We can imagine that this S goes to the does. So let's start with quick warm-up exercise. You just simply need to choose between do or does. So what about first one? Okay, I will do it myself. Do I sing well? What about the second question?
Do you?
Do you play football? Very good. What about the third one?
Does.
Does. Very good. What about next?
Does.
Does she speak English? Please note in these two sentences, we leave the S. Does he read the books? Yes, he reads the book. Does she speak English? Yes, she speaks English. Good. What about next?
Does.
Does it? Very good. What about next?
Do.
Do we play video games? Very good.
Do. Do.
Do you travel by bus?
Do.
Do they go to school? Okay.
Does.
Does. Very good. Okay, we in this sentence or question we don't use he or she, but we use your teacher. Does your teacher live in London? Okay, and last one,
Do.
do, because they dogs. Okay, that was a warm-up exercise, and let's start with today's topic, and it is verbs keep, break, and see. Today we will talk about the general meaning of these three verbs and how to use them differently. So let's start with the verb keep. Please keep in mind this is a very useful word to know and to understand. In spoken language, we use this verb a lot. And it has many different meanings. We will talk about some of these. Then we will talk about verb break. Break in general means make something whole, not whole. So for example, I can break my arm, break my bone, or somebody can break a glass into pieces. So break means to make something whole, not whole. But we will focus today on other phrasal verbs or collocations. And the last, third verb, it's the verb see. The general meaning is to perceive or detect by the eye, or be able to see. But we will focus on the phrasal verbs or collocations that goes with verb see. So let's start with the verb keep. Now, I want you to think about this verb and really understand that it is not the same as the verb to hold. Okay, if I hold this marker and I put it down, I'm not holding it. But if I hold it and I take it home, I can keep it. Okay, so I'm not keeping it at the moment. If I take the marker home, I will keep it. So study the example. Can you hold my bag while I put my coat on? Then I give it back. Then I give the bag back or coat back. So really, keep means to retain. If you like my swimming suit, you can keep it. If you like this marker, I'm holding it now and I can take it home and I can keep it. So that's the main and general meaning of verb keep, to retain, to keep it to myself. But you can use this verb in other meanings. So for example, these gloves keep your hands warm. If you study the structure, there is the verb keep, there goes some noun, or it can as well be pronoun, and then some kind of state. Okay, so the gloves keep my hands warm, okay, in some particular state. Or the raincoat will keep you dry. In this sentence, I'm using pronoun, you, zámeno. Ale môžeme tam použiť aj podstatné meno, your hands. So keep dry, keep warm, keep cold. Or running helps me to keep fit. That's a phrase, to keep fit, to really stay healthy, to be in shape. And the last phrase that you can hear a lot as well is if somebody says, please keep quiet. So you stay in a state of quiet. So keep warm, keep dry, keep fit, and keep quiet. Another structure that we can find this verb is keep plus ing. So I keep losing my glasses, or she keeps interrupting me. This means we do something again and again and again. I keep getting a headache. I keep going to the same hairdresser. I keep doing something. So I repeat these actions. And last two phrases is keep in touch. You can use phrase keep in touch at the end of an informal email, or you can say this phrase. So for example, I try to keep in touch with all school friends, so I stay in contact. You can stay in contact via phone or email or letter, and etc. Or you can say keep somebody waiting. Usually it's an apology. So I'm sorry to keep you waiting. So one more time, you can find this verb to keep with some particular state. Okay, so keep warm, keep dry, keep fit. Or if something repeats, it happens again and again. So I keep losing, I keep interrupting, I keep going. So ing. Do you have any question to the verb keep? No? Okay, so let's move on to verb break. Like I said in the introduction, break generally means to make something whole into pieces or not whole. But here are 4 examples where we can use the verb keep in different ways. For example, break a record. If you break a record, you do something better or faster. He broke the world 100 meters record with a time 9.79 seconds. Break a record. Then we can say the phrase break the law. So we do something against the law. I didn't know I was breaking the law. So if you do something against the law, you are breaking the law. Then we can say break the news. It's really to announce some news or opinion. Break the news to somebody. Who is going to break the news to the family? Who is going to tell the news to the family? So break the news. And last one, I'm sure you all know this phrase, break somebody's heart. Is to make that person unhappy or sad. So 4 good collocation or word partners you can make or create with verb break is break a record, break the law, break the news, or break somebody's heart. The third verb that we will talk about today is to see. Before we talk about the collocation or phrasal verbs that comes with see, I want you to understand the difference between very similar verbs, and that's see, look, and watch. To see, it means that you're able to see. If you close your eyes, you cannot see. If you open your eyes, you see everything that is around you. If you use verb look, you are looking at something. Okay, specific point in your perimeter. So there is a difference between see and look. Can you see somebody? Are you able to see somebody? Or look at him or look at her. So directly to somebody or at somebody. And the third is the verb to watch. And this happens in or over some time. So you can watch TV, you can watch your kids playing, or watch somebody's doing something. So watch happens over some time. So this is just a quick review of how to use these 3 similar verbs differently, but let's look at the collocation that comes with the verb to see. To see has 2 different meanings, to understand and to find out. So let's study the example conversation. She didn't have your number, so she couldn't phone. Oh, I see. So we use the verb I see as I understand. The second example, it's easier to carry 2 smaller suitcases. Yes, I see what you mean. Or you can say, yes, I understand what you are saying or what you mean. But it's better to use, yes, I see what you mean. So that was the second meaning of see, I understand. The next meaning is to find out. Is that John at the door? Yes, I see what he wants. So I will find out what he wants. If you want to find the answer, you can say, I will see what I can do, or I will see what is the answer. So really, remember, the see has the meaning that I understand, or I want to find out something. Very useful phrase is the last phrase that we will talk about today is not see the point. In the example sentence, I don't see the point of practicing 6 hours a day. It really means I don't understand the reason, so I don't see the point. There is no point, I don't see the point. So think about and keep in mind that except of the general meaning of the verb to see, be able to see, there is the meaning I understand and I want to find out something. So now, please, there is the time for your questions. If you have any questions, now is the time. So please ask me. Okay, so now we will do some exercise, but remember the meanings of keep. Okay, so keep something or somebody in particular state. Keep fit, keep quiet, keep warm. Keep doing something again and again. So that was the keep phrases. Then we talked about break phrases, except break, general meaning, making things not whole. There are 4 phrases you can use: break a record, break the law, break the news, and break somebody's heart. And then we talked about the word partners or collocation with the verb see. So to understand or to find out. So let's do some exercise. In the chat box, you can find exercise, so you can do it on your own or you can do it with me. So let's find the best and correct answer. He said he was sorry. And let's choose the one that is correct. Give, break, or keep. He said he was sorry to keep us waiting. That's the answer. The second time, she, is it saw, is it kept, or broke the record? Does anybody know?
Broke.
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 Okay, that's the second time she broke the record. Before we make a decision, let's see what Patricia says. So is it let's see what Patricia says? Is it let's look what Patricia says? Or let's watch what Patricia says?
See.
See, very good. Let's see. Let's find out what Patricia says. In this case, it's not let's understand, but it's let's find out what Patricia says. Good.
Or maybe let's look at her opinion. Is it correct?
Yes, we can say let's look at her opinion as well, but in this case, let's find out what she's saying. Very good. Good. Next sentence is this umbrella should keep you
dry.
And I want you dry. Very good. This umbrella should keep you dry. That's a good thing. Next one. I don't know what the problem is, but I getting a headache. So something that it's happening again and again. Do you remember which of these 3?
I keep getting a headache.
Yes, if something is happening again and again, we say keep and we use the ing. So I keep getting a headache. I keep going to the same hairdresser, or I keep losing my mobile phone. Good. Next. I don't know when the next bus is due. I will go and
see
what the I will, okay, very good. I will go and see what the timetable says. So again, in this sentence, we understand the meaning of see is to find out what the timetable says. Very good. If you do a lot of exercise, it will keep you fit. Very good. Fit. So keep you fit or keep myself fit. I can do something. Another phrase is to keep myself in shape. That's a good thing to note as well.
Or in good condition.
One more time, please.
It will keep you in good condition. Is it also possible to?
Yes, as well. Condition as well. Condition. Good. So what about the next sentence? I will have to
watch
the news. What is it?
Watch.
No, I will have to when they get here. So I will announce or tell them the news.
Ah, okay.
I will
Break.
have to break the news.
Break. Okay. News mean as some story or some idea or some event. Okay. The news we can understand as well as the news on the television, and we watch the news. That's a correct answer as well. But in this sentence, we use the verb break the news to really announce. If something, we use this phrase when we want to say something not expected. Okay, break the news, so reveal the news. Good. What about the next one? I don't
See the point of
I don't see the point of spending a lot of money on children's clothes. So I don't understand the reason, we could also say, but native English speaker always says, I don't see the point. You can use this phrase in any kind of context. I don't see the point of that and that. Okay, there doesn't have to be ing. It can be just noun. I don't see the point of lockdown, or I don't see the point of waste, for example. This is a informal phrase, but you can use it as well in a formal speech. Good. And last one. This one is easy. So it's really stupid, but I keep my glasses. So what can I keep? And what verb do I put it here?
Breaking.
Okay, breaking as well. But I keep breaking my glasses. Good. Or losing. What else?
Looking for.
But I keep looking for my glasses. Okay. Looking for as well. Or forgetting. I keep forgetting my glasses. Good. There are many possibilities. So keep in mind these three verbs: keep, break, and see. They have more than one meaning. So when you use them, think about the proper way to use them. Please, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask. Okay. If there is no question, I would like to say thank you very much for being good students before we say goodbye. And if you like this lesson, don't forget to log in next Tuesday at 11 o'clock. But if you found this lesson too easy for you, we have as well English grammar lesson level advanced. And this lesson takes place every Thursday at 11 o'clock. But before that, one more time, don't forget to visit our website where you can find all the information, even more meetings and lessons. But before, you need to become a guest of our educational website. Thank you very much. Have a nice day and see you next time.